Hi, it's Sharon. I'm out here on Friday working on my patio. I need to do a little freshen up of some of these plants. We had a big rainstorm come through earlier and I couldn't get out here and work on these things. So there's just a little trimming and pruning that I need to do on some plants that are waiting to get potted up or planted in the landscape. And so I thought I'd do a little of that this morning and take you along with me. So this is a stock plant that I've had since last season, I believe. I need to move my little waste bucket here. Usually depart to the left. So I'm just going to come through and get rid of anything that's dried and leave the fresh stems here. I've had really good luck with stock. I've heard some people say that when they're done with the season, they're done and they're not perennial, but they are pretty much for me. You do have to give them a little bit of care, so you need to deadhead them when needed to keep them blooming. And then I do let them go to seed, take the seed pods off so I can plant fresh. And I think that's what I'll do in here is I'll get this one cleaned up, and then we'll put some of my saved seeds in here to hopefully get some more stock going and get a fresh plant in here with it. I'll fill it in. It's not that bad. This one just had a few little stems. Sometimes it's just some dry leaves that need to be just kind of take my fingers and get those off there. There we go. All right, that's looking better. That is plant number one. Oh, is there a little more? I missed a spot. There we go. Just get all the brown off. All right, the next one I have a mini rose. Let me see if I can adjust this. So this poor thing, it was having a hard life, and I repotted it. And it's been through excessive heat, and we've had very cold nights, and it's dried out, and then in the rainstorm it got like overwatered, and so, but it's hanging in there. It's still green. There's still life in this, and I've had really good luck with the mini roses. So I'm just going to give it a trim. We'll keep an eye on it, make sure it gets watered but not overwatered, and it'll come back for us. I can't even remember at this point what color this one is. So, but yeah, so that one's good. This is Verbena. And they're hanging in there. I've been trimming them and kind of refreshing them, and they've been hanging in there. So I'm just going to give them another trim. You can see what we start with here, and I'm going to give it a trim, and we'll give it a couple of days, and then we will get these planted out in Windsor, which was my original, and let them kind of spread out for the fall. So that's what I'm going to do. Windsor. Verbena is really hardy, and it'll come back, I'm sure. We'll get at least half of them that we can still plant. And I know a lot of people would just toss these, but I know that I can trim it. I could even clear this off and root it, but I'm not going to bother with that. This is just a 6-pack. Wasn't very much of an investment in this, but we can save it. They were a great color. It was the Obsession mix. Really pretty, kind of deep color and speckled white polka dots, and yeah, I just thought it was unique. right, so there we go. That looks so much better. The Vincas are like bulletproof. One of my favorites. They are such a trooper, and I mean, one plant will fill up a 2x2 spot. So I'm gonna get rid of that one. We've got new. What that is coming up there. We'll let it go till we can figure out what it is. But the rest of these, we've got just a couple of yellow leaves because did get some water in the rains. All right, got some spent blooms in the bottom here. This one really doesn't need much at all. Just get some of those spent blooms out. Yeah, this one looks great. So, yeah. There we go. That looks great. Aren't they pretty? Let me clear all of this trimmings out of my tray here. Try to keep from making a huge mess. And contain it a little bit. Here, there we go. You can see these are taller. These are Salvia. And this is the Sizzler mix. So, and these are, I bought these late spring, maybe late spring, early summer, and they've been in their little 6-pack this whole time, and I've been trimming and watering and all of the rest of that, and they've survived like troopers that Salvia is. Salvia is great for my Zone 10B climate. They love it. All right, I'm just going to take off some of the spent blooms, let it come back fresh, which is what I did the first time. And I love these because even the calyx on these, when they're spent, you still have pretty color. So, but we want some fresh, so we'll just get rid of these little spent ones and some of these leaves. And these will be super happy to get planted up into Windsor. It'll make a nice show of color. Tuscany is not full of a lot of color right now, except for the hanging pots that I have in there. So it'll be nice to get Windsor planted up to give Tuscany some more color. Get all of the spent leaves off the bottom there, the dropped leaves. This one. There we go. All right, and there we go. I hear the helicopters in the back. It's the 250th anniversary of the Navy, and we are somewhat between Miramar and Camp Pendleton. Well, that's it for the quick tidy up of the plants. I got the, how many did we get? We've got the stock, we did the mini rose, we did the Verbena, we did the Vinca, and the Salvia. So I think that was pretty good use. That was my Garden 20 for today on Friday. So I hope you're having a good day. I hope you have a good weekend, and I hope you get a chance to play in your plants.